Hi, this is Skip Johnson. I'm an associate pastor at Cannon United Methodist Church. I'm outside today with a friend. This is a prayer bearer. If you come by our church, you will find these all out in the windows. There are a little bit of more than 40 of them kind of staring out at our church. I'm down by the Angel House where it was a really just nice day to be out. And my prayer bearer friend is kind of appropriately kind of all ready for what needs to be when he goes to the grocery store a bit later on. I'm going to set him down. I was reading an article this week by a psychologist who teaches at the University of Virginia, and she was making some comments for these times we're going through. She noted that people think differently when they are anxious. It changes what you see because it changes what you're able to see. When your mind is anxious, your attention narrows and you more selectively focus on those things that will reinforce a sense of danger and vulnerability. Your interpretations can become biased. I thought that was fascinating. And it was just a reminder to think about being anxious in these times, how it works so much against us. You know, we can choose the things we want to see. Choose the things we're going to expose ourselves to. Decide when we've had too much news that's simply overwhelming and move our mind to other things. So I appreciate her perceptions there and recognizing that. It reminded me actually of a long time ago, an episode from Twilight Zone, 1960. You've probably seen the replay, called The Monsters Are Due on Mulberry Street. It was an episode written by Rod Serling. This episode, there's a regular just neighborhood street, kids out playing, neighbors talking to each other, people mowing the lawn. And then suddenly there is this odd variation in the power. It becomes on and off of various houses, and people are wondering what's going on. And they become a little kind of anxious, and it spreads, and they begin accusing each other of making this happen. It ends up finally ending up in total chaos as they decide that aliens are coming, that maybe this is an alien or maybe that's the alien over there, and no one trusts anyone. The episode ends with the camera backing up to a hillside with true aliens actually looking down on the town and commenting to themselves of how easy it is to get people to get upset with each other and to trigger when consistency goes away, when people can get upset, when anxiety, which is like a virus itself, can spread from person to person, and how easily they're now going to conquer the earth. Well, there are no aliens. There is a virus. We are somewhat anxious for it, but we can choose how we're going to respond to it. You know, I'm reminded, this is Easter week, coming to the end of this week, a different Easter than probably any of us have ever experienced. After Jesus was arrested and taken away to be crucified, the disciples locked themselves in a room. They barred the doors and the windows, and they stayed all to themselves. They were anxious and scared and fearful. But after the resurrection on Easter, one of the first places Jesus came to was that closed room where the disciples had barricaded themselves. Despite the fact that they were by themselves and separate, Jesus came to them in the closed room, and he said, "Hey guys, the game isn't over. In fact, the game has just begun. The new life that can come into your lives and the difference that you can make in the world." Easter is coming. May you be able to shout hallelujah and choose where your attention is going to be going. Thank you.